Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the Old Lady, and this is Tips for the Advanced Football Manager number 10. And today, what I want to talk about is this. What this is a list of contracts on my Bilbao save, and this here is the list of, on the left side here, is the list of, what do you call it, of wage rises. And I know that a lot of you are very strict about not allowing any wage rises. Um, I know this because I watch a lot of Football Manager YouTube. And I wanted to sort of give you a thought that maybe you might want to think about giving low wage rises as a way of controlling your budget, your wage budget. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you people like to get a wage rise, okay? That's a universal human understanding. We like to get a wage rise. Absolutely. Who doesn't like to get a wage rise? Well, that applies to the players as well. And if you always make sure that they never get a wage rise, then you're putting more pressure on them to come at you for more contract updates. If you see what I mean, you're making them want to come to you more often with, I want a new contract. So, in the long run, unless you've got really good relationship with your captain and can put off all of those requests for new contracts, you end up ending up spending more money satisfying their later contract needs than you would have if you'd just given them a rise in the first place. So I tend to, if they ask for a rise of any sort, I give them 5%. If they don't ask for a rise, then I don't give them one. Although I've been known to give a rise sometimes to people who don't ask for it because of the principle that I'm talking about, that I want them to come to me demanding contracts less often, because that tends to be a much more expensive way of dealing with things. Because people, they rarely come back to you with wanting just a 5% rise when they come to you for a new contract. They want significantly more than that. So that's my thought today. I wanted to bring to you the idea that it's actually okay to give them a rise. It's helpful to give them a rise. Everybody likes getting a rise once a year, at least. So make your players happy in as much of a way you can, and you can actually save money doing this. That's the key. You can save money doing this. You're thinking, how can I save money by spending more money? The principle behind all this is to try and reduce the number of contract updates that people are requesting, because you can only put them off for so long, right? Even with a good captain, you can only put them off for so long. So you need to have some way of reducing that pressure on them to always have an updated contract. And the best way that I have found to do that is by making sure that they get a reasonable rise. Now, in the game, obviously, you can only pick 5%, 10%, whatever. So I can give them a 5% rise. It's a little bit above inflation, but that's okay. It's not so much above it that it interferes with the possibility that they ask for new contracts where they're going to be asking to double their salary and things like that. So that's my tip. It's a little bit of an odd one. You may have to think about it for a little bit to sort of get your head around it, but this is something that I've found that actually works, is that if you give wage rises to your players, you actually end up spending less. My budget at Athletic Club is 1.8 million at the current time, and I'm spending about 1 million, and that's for a La Liga team. Now, granted, Bilbao, it's a funny sort of setup, but it's pretty good. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. Give it a thought. Think about whether you might want to include rises in your next contract negotiation. And I hope you have a great day. And take care.